Fine. All right. Let's use the word brutal because to me it's tomato. Who gives a flip? So it was more brutal.
I do because it's like, can a 13-year-old watch this? Yes.
Yeah.
Can a 13-year-old watch Logan?
Yes. Because my kids
Should
did.
a 13-year-old watch Logan?
With parental vision.
Should. Nope, don't go in that loophole. Should a 13-year-old watch?
Parental
No, they shouldn't.
guidance or whatever you call
They
it.
shouldn't. Thank you for coming back to this back-to-back podcast.
Right.
This is the Maximum Filipino Show, and we're doing Afterflicks. We're doing What If, the Disney Plus original series. What If? This is Marvel.
So it is a series, or is it a one-off episode?
No, it's a series. It's a for sure series.
Oh, nice. So
Half
there
an
will
hour.
be another one.
It won't be a half-an-hour movie.
Well, they do a lot of short films. Have you seen all their short films?
Yeah, but they're like series of short films.
Yeah, I just normal. Well, yes, but normally
So
just one off.
This is gonna be a series of short films.
Okay, so their series of short films is connected to a movie, like Pixar's.
No, it's gonna be just like Pixar's with their short film series that is just one off, but short films.
Okay.
Yeah.
And okay. Well, anyway, yeah.
So the next one will not be connected to the Captain Carter.
Okay.
It will be a different What If. You get what I'm saying?
Yes. Now the kickoff of this What If episode, the pilot, I guess, was a nice start.
Yeah. So let's talk about the animated first. This animation is not a it's not even a 4D or 3D.
It's well, you know, I had a comic vibe, but it's not as good as the Spider-Verse one.
Yeah, I don't know what I feel like. It's a better version of Borderlands.
Yeah, a better graphic of Borderlands. That's very much it.
Yeah, it's pretty much it. That's it. Because the Borderlands has sharper shadows and light
darker
and
linings.
Yeah, this one is different. It's not anime, or cartoon.
It's an animation for sure.
It's an animation for sure, but it's not claymation or stop motion or 3D, 4D animation. It's a different kind of animation.
Yeah.
But it's good. The first What If will be what if Peggy Carter or Agent Carter is the first Avenger.
Yes. And if they did let on with this, I think I wouldn't mind watching this version of Marvel.
So when they say the first Avenger, they're not talking about like the first Avenger in the Avengers movie. It's the first Avenger. Of Captain America, first Avenger.
Yeah, if they did it with this lineup with Peggy, I thought it would be pretty cool because this was dark. I say dark because is it me or this episode show how ruthless and how vicious they were with the enemies? Like in the movies for Captain America, for sake of Captain America, he will beat the enemies, but not to death.
Yeah, but would you call it dark?
Yeah, because they find what I find it dark is because one, she didn't mind blowing them up, killing them. I mean, it doesn't show how gory or anything like that. You can show it's for sure death. You know how we have our moments?
That's how you define dark? Because I don't think, yes, it's more brutal, but it's not dark.
Okay, now I'm comparing it between this one and the other one.
Then it's more brutal, not dark. You know what's dark? Logan. That's dark.
Okay. Fine. All right. Let's use the word brutal because to me it's tomato. Who gives a flip? So it was more brutal.
I do because it's like, can a 13-year-old watch this? Yes.
Yeah.
Can a 13-year-old watch Logan?
Yes, because my kids
Should
did.
a 13-year-old watch Logan?
With parental vision.
Should. Nope, don't go in that loophole. Should a 13-year-old watch?
Parental
No, they shouldn't.
guidance or whatever you call it.
They shouldn't.
PG.
So it's
What is the rating on that one? Anyway.
13. It's PG-13.
I told you.
Which one? Logan or this?
Logan.
No, that's R-rated.
R was it's very romantic.
No, but be truthful with this. It's not.
Okay.
Dark and brutal is
Anyway,
not the same.
It's more brutal. Okay, like you said, yeah, he's right. I'm just trying to. Anyway, it's
smart,
brutal.
It's a smart ass comment. That's
it's
what
brutal.
It was.
No, but I'm saying it's vicious, and it just shows that this version of a Captain America, which is Captain Carter, really just doesn't give a flip of the enemy versus Captain America. I mean, he will beat them, but I don't think he will beat them to death. He will give a chance to the enemy to, surrender or knock out, but not kill him. But here, even Steve Rogers, when he was,
do you want to silence your phone?
Even
it's like the 6th time ding.
Okay, so even Steve Rogers in this version, was a kind of vicious. He, how when he flipped the tank in his little wannabe Iron Man, and or the Hydra Stomper, he lasered it and it blew up with the enemy in it. I'm like, wait, that just blew my mind. Like this.
Full pun intended. Blew his mind. That's exactly what happened to the soldiers.
If they went with this kind of Captain America or with Captain Carter, I wouldn't mind. Like, there's no chance for the enemy. Like, death is inedible for them here.
Inevitable.
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't. So if we're gonna start with that, I do not like that kind of version of Captain America, because that version of Captain America, it wouldn't have worked with, let's say Civil War. It wouldn't have worked with Civil War.
Well, again, it was a whole new universal.
Because the reason why.
Branch.
Because the reason I know what I'm saying is, if that is, let's say Steve Rogers is just like her, it wouldn't have worked with Civil War. Or Captain America Winter Soldier character.
Yeah.
So you have to have that for this whole series, and like what you're saying, yes, this will be a different universe. That's why it's called What If. But if Steve Rogers is like that, the whole MCU series will be different, completely different.
Well, you're right.
Because he has the Captain America has to be that patriotic guy who does not hurt people, who's like all about, respect and honor.
It was just my personal perspective, because Captain America or Steve Rogers, kind of in a way, I mean, it's typical Captain America, but in a way, Loki gets annoying with trying to keep the enemies alive. This Agent Carter, Captain Carter, she's my type of character. If the enemies gotta go, they gotta go. Yeah, death isn't inevitable. If you're a bad guy, I'll write you off. But yeah, he's right. If Captain America, it's his character to beat him, but not to kill him. To make sure that they will surrender and learn from their lessons through justice. But that's the very opposite of Captain Carter. She was the She-Hulk.
You would be an anti-hero if you have superpowers.
I don't know. I just
if you have that, let's say you have that. I'm not talking about right now, right? Let's say you are a super soldier, that you have this over supernatural ability.
The ability to hurt somebody to the point of death?
Yeah. You would do that even if they're enemies? Like right now, it's understandable it's understandable for soldiers, because it's guns versus guns. It's like equals to equals, you know what I mean?
Right.
But now you have this 10-to-1 ratio of ability or skills.
Okay.
Would you do that?
Would I have?
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I really wouldn't know, to be honest.
Yeah.
I honestly wouldn't know. To Loki, don't know, because I am knowing me as a person.
Right.
I try to avoid conflict and try to be friends to the world. But if it comes to the point, like for example, if my bro was in trouble, I don't know what would happen.
Yeah.
To the guy who messes him up. I don't know if Jesus will be there. That's for sure.
Right,
I don't know.
Right.
But other than that, I don't know, to be honest. I just felt this was just black and white. It's Chris cut. You got a decision. She got a black and white decision. Done. Cut.
Well, because to me, it's like if you are a super soldier, let's say you're a Hulk, right? You can't be killed by any form of weapons, human weapons, even a tank or a rocket. You can't be killed. Why would you kill someone that only has that form of weapon? Like if you're an abomination and you're a Hulk, yes, do it. You know what I mean? But if you only have a gun and a Hulk, would you kick someone to kill them or just take their guns and subdue them? You know what I'm saying? Like her as a super soldier, I don't know why is the need to kill them if you cannot be killed by their own guns.
I don't know. It's just whoever made this cartoon or this animation didn't think it that way. I just thought it was black and white. But logically speaking, there could have been other ways other than being just crystal clear of what you wanted to do. They were a bad guy, you write them off, because that was very apparent in this episode. Like, she would flip the car. Okay, so her first Captain Carter move was she flipped the car over. Mm-hmm. She blocked the car flipped over. Now, the two people that were still in the car were still in the car.
Yeah.
And it blew up with it.
The two people that we know of, because we don't know if there's people in the back of the truck.
Yeah, like sometimes when we watch a movie, there's moments where we see in the Marvel movies that move, it should kill them.
Yeah,
there's no room
they will die.
Yeah, that's but in this one, there's no room for saying that. It was like, oh, he's dead. It's for sure. And there's no room to say that.
Well, because I was looking at it in the perspective of Captain Carter and then the other soldiers that's with her when they tossed the grenade, right? Yeah. While the other soldiers were shooting at him, and then they for sure killed the people that's in the tower and they tossed the grenade. I'm like, that's understandable because that's humans to humans that can be killed by their guns and they can kill someone with their guns. You know what I mean? But you have a Agent Carter that cannot be killed by any form, like guns.
I think she's still. I mean, wasn't Captain America still vulnerable to get hurt? He's just.
Yeah, but his recovery was a lot better, and he has a vibranium. She has a vibranium.
Yeah. Okay. So, no, you're right. In the scenes where they were showing characters of her personality of Captain Carter.
Yeah.
Like, she pulled the guy out of the plane, tossed him out. There's no
with no parachutes. I know.
But if it was Captain America, what he would have done, he would have just probably damaged the plane and had them figure a way to safely land the plane.
Yeah.
There wouldn't be death. Otherwise, they would still have room to grab a parachute and safely get to the ground. But she was totally opposite, and she became from woman to She-Hulk for sure in this one.
Yeah, so a lot of things. So that's one of the things that we notice. Her big difference between her and Steve Rogers, Captain America. Another one is she's compared to Captain America in the movie The Captain America, and this is not just they rush the series because they only have 30 minutes, right? Compared to the first movie that it's like what, 2 hours, maybe 2.5.
But it was enough because some of the movies were anyway. Yeah, I know. I know
you interrupted me. Wait, what happened to your mic?
My bad. Go ahead.
So it's not because they rushed it, but I think that's just the character development of Captain Carter in contrast to Captain America.
Yes.
The Captain America, Steve Rogers' Captain America, stayed and planned out and did all these things that the U.S. Army, the government wanted him to do, is to promote people and to become a soldier and things like that, promote government, promote the army, promote all of these things till he decided, you know what, screw this, I'm going to go and fight and use my super soldier serum to save Bucky, right? But for Captain Carter, it's like, no, I'm not going to sit back here. I am the only hope. I have the super serum, so I'm going to do it right now. Right. So she did. She like took the Tesseract, put it on the table, and like, here it is. Mm-hmm. This is what I need. This is what you need. This is what we have. Here you go. I did it for you. So she doesn't just sit back, relax, and plan out. Nope, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna make this happen.
Yeah.
And she did that multiple times.
Very much, multiple times.
Like, that's one of the big difference between her and Steve Rogers, Captain America.
And the way she handled that shield was very different from Steve Rogers. She used there's times where she threw the blade or threw the shield, but she sometimes used it as a slap. Like, she will grab it sideways and then.
Right.
I never see Captain America.
Don't do that again. That was loud.
My bad.
And she just doesn't slap it backwards, but also in. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. Not just out, but in.
Well, that one I get. Oh yeah, you're right.
No, I actually the slap out makes more sense than in.
No, the reason why I say it, well, you're right. It's just the way she held it. She didn't held it within the shield where she can, have the latch on.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
She held
grabbed it on the
side like a dish and.
Yeah. Oh, not inside, on the side.
On the side, yeah.
Yeah, I thought you said inside.
No.
Yeah, on the side. Yeah, she slaps it like that. But also the way she throws it, and that's always been my problem with Steve Rogers' throw, even with Steve Rogers, is if that blade can go through wall and you chuck it to someone, wouldn't that go through him? Like that could kill him.
Yeah, right. Yeah, I agree.
Like that thing can go through wall and stuck on the wall. Like even on their bodies, and even though they have thick armored Kevlar
it's
suit,
not like Luffy where it's rubber and it comes right back. It's
still gonna hit him.
Yeah,
it's still gonna not hit him, but it's still gonna cut him.
I agree. Maybe it's just the way they throw it, how hard they throw it.
Was it Raiden in Mortal Kombat?
No, not Raiden. Oh, Raiden can do it, but it's Liu Kang's relative cousin.
Yeah.
The one with the hat. I forgot. Kung Lao.
Kung Lao. Yeah, Kung Lao. It's just like that because it's sharp edge and it's spinning.
Yeah.
Yeah, the way she throws it, the way she kills and kicks people, she's also do kicking. We didn't see the one thing that I noticed that we didn't see is the not transition, but her adapting to the new body. Because with Steve Rogers, we saw that when he was chasing the guy who stole the serum. He's like trying to get used to running, and then he's falling, he's hitting the wall and things like that, and all his strength. He tried to jump and he jumped too far. It's like, oh yeah, I got this body. We didn't have that with her. We had that a little bit with the car. She pushed the car and it's like, oh, I can do that again.
And there was a sneak peek, but when we were skimming through, there was one where she was running with the motorcycle. And then there was that too.
Oh no, the running with the motorcycle is just like she just saw the motorcycle. I want that.
Yeah, exactly. He kicked them off and
but not her realizing that she can run fast.
Right.
I think she already knows that she can run fast. She just saw the motorcycle. It's like, oh, I want that.
Yeah, there was just I guess because it was a movie and it was longer for Captain America: The First Avenger. There was more time to show him adjusting to it versus this 30-minute.
And this is what I think, and that's why I think it was intentional like that, because her development as a soldier, because she was already a soldier. You know what I mean?
That's right.
So she didn't have that.
Yeah, she already
compared to Steve Rogers is like
who just joined the army
and he didn't have the physique to do that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's right.
She was already trained.
She was already trained.
Yeah.
What else? One of the things I didn't understand, moving on towards the end, on the episode, is the lobster, or what is that?
A lobster.
Squid, octopus. I didn't get it.
I have no idea what that is. New Rockstar has a video about it.
Oh, cool.
What it was, but I didn't watch it.
Yeah, I didn't get it because what the vibe that I got, if anyone's seen the first what's that name of the movie? Red what's that devil looking red guy that's a good guy? Red skull, red demon, red. It's not part of the MCU. It's on the dark side. He has a rock hand. Red. I forgot his name. So basically, in this movie, because they did another part of it, they redone it. The character was a key to another world to bring other monsters, and that's the vibe I got from this movie. I forgot the name of the movie. It's in my head and it's the tip of my tongue. Just can't get it out. What is it? I know you've seen it. He's a red.
I know what you're talking about.
Anyway, because his purpose, and that's all I get. I was like, why was there tentacles in this? I mean, I get it. This is a Hydra, but Hydras in all fantasy, genre, is a big reptile lizard.
Hellboy.
Hellboy. That's the name of the guy.
Yeah, not Red. Hellboy.
No, it's his girlfriend's nickname to him. Okay, so in Hellboy, it gave me a Hellboy feel. The house or the castle looking thing gave like a darker version of Transylvania. And then the tentacles again. Going back to the tentacles, there was a beast from another world that came into this world. I'm like, oh, I don't know. I can't think of any mythology that could match to this. There's the big serpent, the world serpent. I will get that if that came in. It's part of mythology, but
I think the champion is the representation of Hydra, because their logo is the octopus looking but with a skull.
Yeah, so it has to be an octopus.
It is an octopus, yeah.
It's just, I don't know. Did they create it or they just got it from another world?
I think it's what Hydra is based off.
No, you're right. It is. But if it is, it's just like, I guess I'm just fixated on the concept of a Hydra, like the Hercules Hydra, the Greek mythology, where it's a reptile with many heads. You keep cutting it off, more heads come off.
Is that Hydra?
Yeah, that's Hydra.
Is it?
Yeah, the Hydra in Greek mythology is where it's a reptile lizard with head, and you keep cutting it off.
Oh yeah, you're right.
And then it multiplies with more heads.
Yeah.
And this is.
What, isn't there a Hydra in Godzilla? I thought Hydra is the 3-headed dragon.
Yes, there's that, but it. No, his name was something else. Not Hydra. But yeah, there was those monsters too. Oh. Yeah, you might be right, because there were 3 heads. I forgot there were 3 heads. Mm-hmm. Yeah, but again, a reptile lizard with many heads.
Yeah, but that was the representation of Hydra, and that's their champion. We've never seen it before.
Yeah.
One thing though that I recognize in comparison to like I said, in comparison to Captain America, Steve Rogers movie. So they didn't get a hold of the Tesseract.
That's correct.
Which means when they attacked Hydra, they didn't have the improved tanks and weapons and guns. Because if you remember in the first Steve Rogers movie, they had that improved guns, tanks, because of the Tesseract. Correct. Here they just have the regular one. And I don't know if I like that Steve Rogers is the original Iron Man.
Yeah, that was really different for me.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know if I like that.
I when I saw Iron Man come out, I'm like, or the Hydra Stomper.
Yeah, that was Mark 1. That was
that was supposed to be
Tony Stark's Mark 1.
Yeah, pretty much. And Howard Starks did it for this one. What happened? Oh, and yeah, I feel you. I don't know how I feel about this, about him being the first Iron Man or the Hydra Stomper.
Technically, he's not Iron Man. He is, based on what happened to him, he is War Machine.
Well, he's not even War Machine either.
He plays the War Machine. You know why he's War Machine? Because he had lower body problem.
Oh,
come on!
They played it really early in the story. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah, he was the War Machine.
And basing on comparing, I don't think Civil War would have happened because Bucky didn't get off the plane.
Absolutely not.
Because Bucky didn't jump. He was saved.
Yeah.
Well, not say he jumped. He didn't fall.
Yeah. None of the basing on the MCU movies, a lot of those the next series.
Yeah, it wouldn't
happen. Yeah. Civil War, Winter Soldier, of course. I don't even think the first Avenger would happen.
I think so. It still will.
So if you see that the advancement of Tony Stark being Iron Man is because of the death of his parents. So the whole Iron Man.
I don't think there would be an Iron Man from Tony. I think if the story did play out, I think.
Because if there's no Winter Soldier, his parents wouldn't have died.
Yeah, that's right.
Because the Winter Soldier killed his parents.
You're right.
Yeah.
I think Iron Man would have happened, and it would have been a part of during Tony's time. I think I guess Tony would have.
Do you think he would have discovered the power core? Probably not, because
his dad discovered it first.
Yeah.
And if
you think about it, why didn't Howard Stark utilize the Tesseract? Because he had the Tesseract.
I guess there's still things that he didn't understand during the Iron Man 3 or Iron Man 2 movie. He mentioned that the technology that he had at that time, no matter how smart he was, he still didn't have enough.
Right, but he had to build an indestructible suit.
Yeah, but it wasn't based off of the Tesseract, was it?
Huh? The suit wasn't based off the Tesseract?
But it was powered.
No, it was powered by the Tesseract. That's how the Hydra got a hold of the Tesseract, because the Tesseract's in the Hydra Stomper.
That I was trying to figure that out. So that makes sense. You're right.
Yeah. It's just low battery, basically.
Okay. What else did we catch in this one? Yeah, none of the things that in the current MCU series would not have happened. The Stark's family would have still be alive.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think Tony Stark would Tony Stark would have continued to be that one boy.
That one spoiled boy.
Yeah. He could have still be that.
Pretty
kid.
Much, because it's like I said, there's not really any other things that would have happened in there. You know what I mean? I mean, Thor will still be there because he doesn't affect Captain Carter. Guardians of the Galaxy was still gonna be there.
Oh, apparently, Fury was still there, and Hawkeye was there.
Hawkeye and Black Widow was still gonna be there.
Will still be there. I just don't think
Hulk will still be there.
I don't think. Then the one question mark would be Iron Man.
Yeah, it's just pretty much Iron Man that correlates with all those things because of Howard Stark.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Speaking of Winter Soldier, did you notice the nod? So they've done a lot of nods in this movie based on the original MCU, right? So the nod with Winter Soldier, not just the Captain Carter saving him, but also when he said, "You almost ripped my hands off."
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Winter Soldier.
Winter Soldier.
And with the same arm too, the left arm.
Yep.
What other nod they did?
They did it when they were before they jumped on the train, where he was saying that, "Are you scared of trains or something in fish?" And he looked at her like, "Yeah, I'm scared." But he just nodded. There was the part before they commenced the plan.
Yeah, I know that.
There was they nodded.
Was that in the original movie?
Joking around, I don't think so. I don't know.
I was basing it. So my nod, I'm talking
from,
about. Yeah,
okay.
The nod from the original movie or the original MCU to this show.
Oh, I can't remember those small stuff.
Okay, so you have that, and then you got the one with when they saw Steve Rogers. There's more. I forgot what's the rest of them. That's why I wanted to skim through.
Oh, I see.
But I didn't see it. But the one when they saved Steve Rogers, they reached the castle, and he said, "Can you move?" Bucky said, "Can you move?" He said, "I can." And then Bucky said, "Okay, we don't have all day."
Yep. Okay. Those. Oh, okay.
That was a nod from the original when Captain Steve Rogers always says,
"Wouldn't that?
I have all day.
Oh,
I can do this all day."
What do you mean by nod? Are you referring to Easter eggs?
Yes.
Okay.
A nod will be like an agreement of what had happened from the original ones.
Okay, because when I think about a nod, I'm thinking about like the nods in the shows.
Oh no.
Come on.
Like, why would that be a nod? Because my first example was Winter Soldier getting ripped up. Why would that be a nod?
We were thinking about two different things.
They didn't nod.
So you were talking about Easter eggs.
but you agreed when I said that was the first nod, and you're like, no, that wasn't a nod in there.
It was a misunderstanding. Okay, it was a misunderstanding.
But you agreed in the first time, so I don't know why would that be a misunderstanding.
No, because I think they did nod it. I think they nodded when they looked at each other.
No, they didn't. What the heck?
Anyway.
What was the other one? The when Captain Carter was pushing the Hydra, the champion.
Right.
He said, what did he say? She said, I can end this. She said, "I can end this."
Yes.
That was right. Steve Rogers said too in the first Captain America movie.
And the dance part as well. That you owe me a dance, and then
No. So with that, the contrast between that is, she said no. He said, we'll have a date. We're gonna go dance Saturday, but she said, I'm gonna teach you how to dance Saturday.
Okay.
So that's the two contrasts.
Well,
now,
there was another one then. If you want to go with nods, the part when they were at the bar, where she drank and she mentioned what Captain or Steve Rogers says that unfortunately alcohol doesn't affect me. She did mention that.
Where was it?
In the bar.
I know that in the show, but in the movie.
Where Captain America was in a bar. I think it was damaged or empty, and somebody met up with him, and he was drinking. That was the only scene where you see him like actually drink, and then he says, "Unfortunately, this doesn't affect me," or something like that.
Okay.
There was a scene like that.
Yeah.
Let's see what else.
No, in the ending when Nick Fury. So the two contrast, right? Nick Fury woke up Captain Rogers in this simulation of still 70 years ago. Right. World War One. World War One or World War Two? World War Two.
Just the war. They just said the war.
No, it is World War Two because it's the German. It's Hitler.
Yeah.
World War Two. And then he broke out.
Wait, no, that happened in World War One.
World War Two is Hitler. In Japan.
Yeah, it was. I don't know.
This was.
Yeah.
So the idea of our time, because I just realized that recently, because Hitler, the fight with
Hitler was involved of a war, but I can't remember what war it was.
He can't be involved in two wars.
No, he was. I can't remember what war it was. Yeah, see, a World One or the First War.
World War Two, start of World War Two. Adolf Hitler.
Oh, okay, that's right.
Yeah.
No, because there was a war with Germany as well in World War One, I believe.
They're always involved.
Okay.
Especially them in Russia, but the World War Two, they had that simulation of him still in that era, and then he broke out, and it's like he met him in the middle of New York, and he said, "Are you gonna be okay?" And Nick Fury adds the same thing to Agent Carter. But with Captain Carter, it's not that simulation. It's outside of the Tesseract, coming out of the Tesseract. Now, the response are completely different.
Yeah.
Captain Carter's response is, "Of course we did. Of course we won the war," and not in a sarcastic way.
Yeah, it was.
She just said when he asked her, "Are you gonna be okay?" She said, "Of course, we won the war." Right?
As if I should be happy, but I'm not. Kind of feel.
Or I don't know what's my interpretation with that.
That my interpretation, because I've encountered, I guess, in movies or something like that with that sarcasm, but it was just I should be happy, but I'm not. Kind of it's a black and white expression, but the way she said it, that's how I felt. Like, the war's over, we won. I should be.
No, I get that, but I don't know. I just don't know
how you feel about that one?
How I feel about that response in comparison to Captain Rogers' response was I think he realized that they won the war. Or no, so Nick Fury told him that the war ended 70 years ago. Are you going to be okay? But his response was, do you remember?
No, I don't.
He said, "Yes, I had a date." Or he said, "No, I had a date," or something like that. No, I had a date. But so both of the responses are
very different.
Very different.
Yeah. How about the one with Hawkeye? I thought, because instead of Coulson being there, it was Hawkeye. Wasn't Coulson there when they were messing with the Tesseract? Because he mentioned, "Hey, it's Captain America. You're like a big hero to us," or something like that.
Because the Tesseract happened in the Avengers movie.
Right.
He might have been. I don't remember. He might have been in there.
I do remember Hawkeye being at the top, watching below. But I think if it's either him, Coulson, or his Fury's usual partner.
No. Yes, she was there because she chased them. So now, no, Coulson wasn't there.
Oh, okay, so it's the usual partner.
Yeah.
I forgot her name. Mary something.
Yeah.
What else did I notice in there? You seriously don't remember the alcohol one? I guess
I vaguely remember.
It wasn't a happy moment, that's for sure. During the first Avengers. Let's see, what else did I remember?
All I remember was all these fighting scenes, and then the funny scenes with the German doctor. It's like, I'm not. Oh yeah.
It's like, I'm not going to
tell you anything, and he's like,
and we're done.
And our camera's out, and he's like, he told me everything. That was so funny.
Like, he told me everything. That transition from there.
We don't have a camera. What the heck happened? This is
not a supposedly heaven looking. It's not a effect. It's just there's still some smudges on the camera. But if you think we're from heaven, okay, let's go with that. Anyway,
it works out, right?
Yeah.
I tried to cover my.
Now
that's
clear.
A lot better. Yeah,
we're back on Earth.
That's workable.
Yeah, you can see my round curves on this side.
Because of the lighting, it makes it a lot better though. There you go. I don't know what else. Is in there.
Okay, so you know the champion, that whole scenario at the end.
Yeah.
I felt that moment in Ragnarok. Gladiator, because she got a sword and a shield. I thought there was a female gladiator.
No, you know what I feel about her?
Yeah.
Wonder Woman.
Oh, you're right.
It is Wonder Woman.
It's Wonder Woman.
Sword and the shield.
Yeah, Wonder Woman. And the champion I thought was referring to, in Ragnarok, their champion. What was the name of their champion?
Are you talking about Hulk?
Yeah, in Ragnarok.
The champion.
Yeah, who was their champion?
Hulk.
Was it Hulk? I thought it was that other wannabe Thor guy.
No. So all those champions are like the previous champions.
Oh, I see what you mean.
There's like their Mount Rushmore.
Okay, that makes sense.
Yeah. Will you turn off that backlight? Let's see what's gonna happen. Well, welcome to the most authentic, unscripted, there we go, podcast ever. Yeah. That's a lot better.
Well, you wanted organic. This is more organic it could get.
I said organic conversation.
Well, either they're all the same. Tomato.
You misuse and abuse that tomato.
Yep, that's gonna be my thing.
If I high five your face and high five your hand, that will be tomato.
No, if I high five your face and high five your hand, that would be tomato.
That don't make any sense. Tomato. I think that's it, because it's in a half an hour.
There's not really much podcast that we can pull from that.
This Agent Carter, like what you said, in besides the more brutal version of Captain America, I think this will be more a leader kind of type of Captain America. She's more of a the action person, instead of just sitting around waiting, or what are we gonna do. She's like, nope, we gotta do it right now. Mm-hmm. She realized, I don't think her and Iron Man would have worked out really well, because the reason why Captain America and Iron Man worked out, because for the most part they are different in ideology and in principle, so they blend in together. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. With her and Iron Man, they're pretty much alike. They don't plan. They're kind of arrogant because of the skills that they have. They probably wouldn't have worked out.
Now, this is probably me just overthinking it because it's a female. Do you think it's showing? Because when I saw when it came to WandaVision, I thought about, is this just just showing more of women or feminism, or women, whatever you call it, women power or anything like that?
It might be. But the path, the route that they went with Peggy Carter as the first Avengers actually makes more sense. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Like who else can be a first Avenger in there? Like Bucky wouldn't be, because he wouldn't have any
He
super
wouldn't have
ability.
been there. Yeah.
You know what I mean? The other person would be Howard Stark, but like what he said, he's the buttons guy.
Yeah. He wouldn't.
So he wouldn't. So nobody else except for Peggy Carter.
Or the event could have not ever happened because they almost lost that event.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
But with the mentality of Peggy Carter, she would. I'm pretty sure she would have done the same thing.
She reminded me of, because of her hair. She reminded me of the poster girl of that muscle.
We can do this. But
Yeah.
that's a blonde chick, I thought.
No, she was a darker hair. I mean, she wasn't redhead. Or maybe she was a blonde hair. Maybe you're right.
I thought she was a blonde hair.
Like, but she was she reminds me of that.
Yeah, we can do this. You know where that come from?
Where?
I heard that we can do this was because all the male are in war, because this is during war, and nobody else is working, like doing factory jobs or running the country.
That's right. Okay.
So they encourage women to do
the work.
Yeah,
okay.
That's why they say we can do this.
And what's your thought on why she didn't wear a mask? Because of the hair?
Why didn't she wear a mask? Oh, the face mask. Yeah, maybe because of the hair.
Yeah, I thought so too. I just thought there could have been something else in your mind.
Like, think about it. Captain Marvel. Captain Marvel wore a mask, but her mask was folding her hair, basically. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Folding her hair up. And then nobody else is wearing mask female in the whole MCU. Black Widow didn't wear a mask. Scarlet Witch didn't wear a mask.
No, that's true. I don't really think it's because of the hair.
It's because of the hair.
If they did wear a mask, it would be similar to the Spider-Man.
Gwen Stacy?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She just has that thing on her face or eyes. Oh, another person that just made I can't say it's a cameo, which I'm surprised that guy wasn't there either.
Who?
I forgot his name. The old man, Stan Lee. And this is an animated one. I'm surprised.
Oh yeah, in the series, yeah.
That's
he
true.
didn't make a cameo.
Yeah, he didn't make a cameo.
Either that or we didn't see it.
But the one who did make a cameo or kind of introduced that from the beginning and from the end, the Watcher. He's a celestial. You said?
Yeah.
And I
don't know. You Googled it because
no,
you were trying
Googled
to.
First because I thought it was Eternals.
I didn't Google it.
You thought it? Oh, you got it before I did.
Yeah, because I knew the name. I just forgot.
Okay, I thought it was the Eternal, but you know,
because the Celestials made the Eternals.
Correct.
Created the Eternals. Yeah.
Who I thought it was, because you know, someone who says he keeps watching time. I thought it was
One Above All.
Yeah.
I thought it was One Above All.
I really thought so too.
Yeah. But the Watchers are strong, though. They are really strong.
Yeah. They made him look like he was weak in other movies because all he did was just peek. So
the other Watchers that I think you thought was in the Guardians of the Galaxy when Thanos was there and there were old people that Ronin hit and killed, those are not Watchers. Those are just like his elders or something like that.
Maybe.
They're not Watchers, yeah.
No, I was thinking, I knew who the Watcher was. It was just someone else, I guess, in a comic that made him look like they were weak.
There was a cameo of Stan Lee being one of the Watchers.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, you're right. He was on the moon, no?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yep.
But
other than that, I don't think they ever showed another version of Watchers. But the Watchers are really strong, they said. Yeah.
Yeah, they're like the gods in that universe.
Yeah, pretty much. But of course, not as strong as One Above All, because they are strong. I don't even know if they're stronger than Galactus. I know Galactus is strong.
But he's not a celestial, no?
Galactus is celestial.
Oh.
Yeah. That's why he looks like in the Guardians of the Galaxy, those celestials that have the Power Stone in their staff and they hit the ground and destroy everything. Yeah.
Oh, they're destroyers though, but he eats the planets. No?
That's his version of destroying planets. He eats them. Yeah.
I see.
Yeah, he's a destroyer. But other than that, that's it.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it for this. We're excited. I'm glad we're doing this What If episode because I like this.
I did.
I like this one.
I like it.
I like how we can talk about why they came up with this and if this would have been the case, how can it affect the whole MCU series? If this will be a better version, and it's always a good thing to think about what ifs. And I think the placement of this show is worked out really well after Loki, or what had happened in Loki with the multiverse.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
It made sense.
It makes more sense. No, not necessarily makes more sense, but it's more satisfying to think about, because they could have came out with this before Loki and before that whole setting, but this one, it's kind of like putting a it's like fitting it. It's totally fit,
because they have similar concepts of universe, multiverse,
right?
So that makes sense.
It's fitting, it's satisfying, it's not that it doesn't make any, or not that it makes sense, but it's just good.
I also thought in this episode was a universe in itself, as in like this universe is cartoony, because I thought about I'm going back to Spider-Verse, that you have that black and white guy from a universe that is black and white,
just the Nicolas Cage character,
and then you got Porky, which is
the comic kind of tabloid kind of character.
So and then you got the
manga or the anime chick.
So I figured, what if this is just another world in itself in this?
I don't know. I think What If is gonna be animated though. The whole series.
I know. I was just saying that could.
I know, but that's a good thought. What if they change it? What if it's not gonna be animated for the next one?
Then it's going to be similar like the Netflix series of the original called Love, something.
Oh yeah. Black Mirror kind of have the same thing too.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Like I think the previous episode of the episode that I watched is like a Sucker Punch kind of.
Oh, okay. I've seen Sucker Punch.
Yeah.
All right. Interesting.
Yeah, or Ready Player One. You know what I mean? Yeah, like
a mixture of reality and animation.
Yeah. Other than that, we thank you guys for joining us and doing this instead of the regular camera view.
Usual.
Yeah, the usual. But as long as you can see us and you can hear us, that's important. We thank you guys so much for joining us, and we'll see you in the next podcast.
Well, I could have done this.
Yeah,
this would have worked.
We'll see you guys in the next podcast. See you guys later.
Late.
Bye. Stupid camera.
Joanne.